All right, so here we go, Sam. So yeah, what do you think we should do first?
I think that it would be useful to, okay, it'll default to being on beta, and that's the right version for random people to use.
Well, what's going to happen here? There are links here that pop you between the different versions. There's production, beta, and alpha. Those little links take you to different versions. So here's the production version over here. It's at about the same level as beta right now. This link here, up here, takes you to the checkout, to the commit in GitHub. So production is at October 20th, 2020, right? Basically.
Okay.
And so yeah, so beta is, so production is stable, and that's what the documentation relates to, is production, is the vision here. And then beta is the one that is kind of the latest, greatest one that the academic collaborators, Susan and Kim and friends, can be using for working with basically. And then alpha is where the latest version that I've committed and pushed up to GitHub is running. Okay, so maybe it's broken, maybe it's, like, who knows, it might be very goofed up, but at least it's a way for them to be able to test to see how things are going with the latest, with the features under development, basically, is the idea.
Okay.
Right? So that's the spirit of it. Okay, so we can, so they've got different strengths and weaknesses, basically, beta and alpha at this point, right? They're bugs and incompletenesses in beta, but there are more bugs in alpha, but it's a bit more featureful, and so on. There's a bit better graph layout stuff in beta, because in alpha we're using the latest version of, or a very recent version of D3, but haven't sort of fully haven't done a great job of dialing in, fine-tuning the layout, so the layout's a little less attractive. Anyway, so there's various trade-offs.
Okay. So this is a link to a kind of a paper, a presentation that Kim and I put on at Utrecht last summer, and it's, anyway, we'll let that load in a moment here. So emergent serendipity with HuViz. So it kind of documents things in another way too. Okay, and this documentation link, let's follow that. That goes to a big documentation project that has been underway. I'm not fully intimate with the contents of this, but it provides a lot of docs too. Okay. Right.
For your reference. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so should we come up with kind of a little list of questions and answers that we're gonna run through here?
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Sure, we could do it that way, or we could just be agile. I would suggest we just be agile, so we'd be sure that we get something done here in this window. I might be called away within 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so can you, so okay, your recommendation for what branch to use is what?
Let's use alpha. Let's use alpha because it has some things that are pretty good about it. At least for this training, this engagement. I'm not positive that that's the one that we should use for demoing, but yeah, I guess. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's use alpha for the demos.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Should we dive into commands?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, so the data set is the data that actually gets displayed in the graph. the ontology informs the pickers. So the things that end up in the class picker and the predicate picker come from the ontology, by and large. Okay.
Right.
Scripts are the command histories. We can save scripts, and then when they get saved, they end up here in the script picker. And then you can kind of play one of these. Let's try one. Let's see. I don't know if any of these work great, but I think they probably do because they're pre-populated in the script delay. So by picking the script, some of the data in the script is an indication of which data set and which ontology. So those get pre-populated when you pick the script. Okay. And then if you go back to pick or provide, that kind of turns that. It should turn that off. Oh, is that goofed up? Well, that didn't work. Oop. Okay. Oh, well, that's a bug. Okay, I'm going to reload. I think pick or provide should work better in a non-script context.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to reload this in another tab. Okay, let's go to the commands tab. Okay, so when we click, there's a bunch of stuff that went off my screen here, but can you see any part of the menu popping up?
The menu, like the commands menu, you mean?
Oh wow! Okay, the video capture isn't capturing the contents of the pop-up menu that pops up when you click pick or provide.
How are you doing your video capture? Are you doing full screen capture or window capture or what?
Right. Okay, good point. Good point. Here, I'll adjust that right now. Here, I will do. Good point. Okay, I will change my video capture right now. Okay, that should have turned it off. And now let's turn it on again.